Let's go, family. Let's go. Hey, to my beautiful and awesome producer, can you put me a bit of music so I can hear something? I will thank you. Thank you to everyone to being here with me, guys. I love you guys. Today is going to be an awesome day as always. We are going to analyze the markets. We are going to look if we have some good opportunities, but the most important thing, we are going to learn and gather experience from the markets. So yes, I'm so excited to be here as always. So let's give a shout out to our sponsors. We have TradeZella, one of the best trading platforms. This is I think it's the best journal platform for journaling. You can gather all your data, your KPIs. You can learn from your mistakes. You can have your track record there. It's awesome. You can have a 20% discount. And today we are going to have a giveaway, and we are giving away 12 months of TradeZella. So stay tuned till the end so you have the opportunity. Also, thanks to Apex Traders Funding, I'm so sorry, they are still running the 90% discount. So, use the code CF, and a huge shout out to all our sponsors. They make possible to us to be here with you guys. So, if you need any of those products, use the code CF, and you will have the best discount. So I like to talk, but I like the charts more than talking. So let's have this pre-market analysis. As always, I like to start with the 4-hour chart. That will give me the context of the macro environment. So let's take a look at this. And bro, this was crazy. Yesterday, the price move, I think it was like 1,000 points yesterday, only yesterday. Yeah, it was a crazy move. But also at the same time, it was something that was expected, on the cycle, on liquidity cycle perspective, it was the most expected outcome that you could have if you analyze all the details, like the VIX and the NQ and ES cycles. Yeah, we were about to having that pullback towards the internal range of liquidity. And yes, we saw that the price took the external range of liquidity with that huge move on the open. And then if we took the external range of liquidity, the most obvious move was a pullback towards the internal range of liquidity, because the price is always moving from internal range of liquidity to external range of liquidity. And there's another hint. I am always talking about the VIX because the VIX is really correlated with the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. If you can see, I'm going to take you to the history right now. This is going to be a history class. Let me turn off this. Okay, perfect. You can see always, and you can see here for the past 20 years that the price hit the 35 level. That 35 level, the price tends to reject all the way back to the 19 level all the time. Look, that happened yesterday, but if you see in the past, 35 all the way to the 19, 35 all the way to the 19, 35 all the way to 19. This is 2022. Even here, 35 2020 all the way to 19, 35 all the way to 19. We can go to the past. Every time that the price hit that 35 level, it go back to 19. So if we are expecting a move from the 35 level to the 19, and we know that the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq have a negative correlation with the VIX, you are expecting a move up on the indices. You understand? I will not expect more move downside unless there were a big catalyst. Like, hey, you can see every time that the price has those huge spikes, they something happened. You know, something big happened. Like March of 2025, we got that huge move. 2020 with the COVID. 2028, the Big Depression. And if you go all the way back here, you can see September 11, you know, the Twin Towers attack. All those spikes over the 35, those big spikes are big catalysts. Yesterday, yes, we are at war. That is not a secret. But for me, it's not that huge catalyst because we have been in war like few times, but there has not been like a escalation to the level to have those spikes, you know. So you can expect that if the price rejects the 35 level, we are going to get all the way down to the 19 level, and that will push the price furthermore to the upside. So right now, what I am expecting is a continuation to the upside, but we oh man, that shot is this is so awesome. But we have to know that the price moves in cycles, you know. So I'm expecting a continuation to the upside, but I'm expecting a liquidity creation cycle. Okay, and you have to understand this. Those cycles sometimes are correlated with fundamental news, and I'm going to take you to the calendar. Today, we don't have any news. So, what happened when you don't have any news on the day, but then tomorrow we have the CPI? The most likely scenario for today is going to be a liquidity engineering day. So we have to be really careful today. Okay, tomorrow we have the CPI. That is a big catalyst if the numbers goes, you know, out of the range. On Thursday we have the unemployment claims, and on Friday we got the core PCE price index. For you that don't know, the core PCE price index is the main data that the Federal Reserve uses for making policy decisions, you know, monetary policy decisions. And because of the huge, how to say this, the huge correlation between the Nasdaq and the monetary policy, we are going to see sensibility on the price with all this kind of news. You understand that? Let me explain that a bit further. Um, the technology sector is really dependent on credit. So they need cheaper credit to expand. But if we got a more restrictive monetary policy, that will make that credit more expensive. That will hold the technology sector from growth. And if that happens, we can see move to the downside, you know. But if for some reason the data is signaling that the inflation and the employment status, you know, the employment market in the United States is some kind stable and we can be more flexible on the monetary policy, yes, we're going to have a move up, you know. Maybe we are pricing in some cut rate, you know. We don't know. The markets move ahead of everything, you know. Buy the rumor, sell the news, and that is usually what happens. So yes, it is what I'm seeing right now. So only analyzing what will happen this week, and especially what will happen tomorrow. Today I can expect more like a range bound move, more like a liquidity engineering move that can take us to a internal range of liquidity on our secondary structure. And what I'm talking about is, you know, the primary structure is this main structure. You know, that high creates that low. That low is creating a possible high right here. We don't know yet. But we have a secondary structure. Is inside those fractals. You know, the market is composed of fractals. And we got this fractal to the downside, and now we have this fractal to the upside. Inside those fractals, there's a whole different structure. And you can see here, we are making higher highs and higher lows. And I would not be surprised if the price goes maybe to the 50% of this move. Go to an equilibrium, it grabs some liquidity, it traps some early buyers, let's say that, or it maybe it goes up all the way up, it manipulates the highs, then it traps the sellers and go all the way back to the 50%. Yeah, we don't know yet, but it will not surprise me because tomorrow we are going to have CPI, and today it's really possible that we are going to, number one, make an equilibrium, and number two, we make a liquidity engineering. And I need you to understand this. Context is more important than strategy. A strategy without context loses its edge. And you can always see that sometimes you have a good strategy, but it doesn't play out. Why? Because you need a profound, a whole knowledge of the market cycles and the market mechanics. That is why I'm always focused on identify in which context I am trading. So my strategy will be more successful on a probabilistic standpoint. And yes, that is what I'm seeing right now. If you have any question, feel free to ask it on the chat, and then we are going to see what kind of scenarios we can see today. I'm gonna take a look at the chat. Yeah, this chat is hot. Good morning to everyone. It's so awesome. Saludos Maria, Geraldo, my brother. My brother from another mother de Cataño. Mario, Al Callao. Yo, that is something from Puerto Rico. If somebody say Al Callao, everybody has to jail, you know. That is so awesome. Let's go, let's go. Ragnarok, my brother. It's nice to see you again here. Where are you seeing me from? Yeah, good morning. It's so nice, to see those familiar faces. Well, it's not faces, it's names. Familiar names to you. I love you guys. Renato from Italy. Oh, that's awesome. Indica Ivy. Wilmer. Wilmer, what's up, brother? Vamos a romper, vamos a romper. Yes, sir. Teresita para el mundo. Yeah, that's my hometown. That's my hood. I grew up there in Teresita, Bayamón, Puerto Rico. From Germany, Mr. Enid, bro. Representando. Let's go, let's go. So let's continue. If there's no question, let's continue. So what kind of scenario can we see today? So today I'm going to be really careful. Okay, let me turn on my secret weapon. I have the data. Yeah, I think I have the data. Let me actualize this data. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna actualize the data of my secret weapon, the macro flow. Macro flow. It's charging. Wait, this is macro. This is the secret weapon. What is this? Macro flow is a tool created for the analysis of the option market, and because of the correlation between of the option markets and the future markets, is so useful, because now with this I can see how the market makers are behaving, and if I know what is the expected move of the market makers, I can take positions on futures based on what the market maker have to do because of the option markets data. You have to understand the market makers, they have a I don't know how to say this. They have an obligation, and their obligation is to make the market liquid. They have to make the market liquid every time, and they have to be in neutral positions. That means they cannot win nor lose money. So what they do is that when they are, like, let's say for an example, they are losing money on the options, they have to hedge those positions on future markets. If I know what is the market regimen, the market environment, and what is the obligation, and remember this word, the obligation of the market maker, I can make decisions based on that obligation and position myself with the market maker on the future markets. And this is really powerful, like really powerful. I can see the correlation between the levels on my subjacent asset. In this case, it's going to be the QQQ. The QQQ is the ETF of the option markets of the Nasdaq, and now I can have this direct correlation between the QQQ and the NQ in the chart, and also have all the data here that gave me who is dominating the premium flow on the option market, how the market makers are behaving. Are we having a short gamma environment? We have a long gamma environment. I can see where are my support and resistance levels on the option markets, and I can make decisions based on all that information. And that is what I'm saying. Like, context is more important than strategy, you know. And this tool give me context, give me that context that I need the most. Like, you can see right now, hey, the market hasn't opened yet, and this is dynamic, you know, this change. But right now, the market makers are on a long gamma environment. That means that they are going to control the ranges, and it's not a surprise, because when you analyze the market cycle, you know that it's really probable today that the markets are going to hold those ranges, just because the move that we did yesterday, that is a possibility. If in any moment we see that this change to a short gamma environment, a risk off or a risk on risk parameter, now we can see that the market makers are going to add up to the moves, and we can see more expensive movement. But today, if it continues this way on a dealer long gamma, we can expect some contractions of the moves. And like, bro, this is so powerful. Like, this is so awesome. Let me see how is the 1DTE. Bro, bro. Are you seeing this, like, for real? Like, this is, you can see, I mean, this is so perfect. Look where the price react on the London session. It was the 1DTE major call, open interest. That was the open interest on the 1DTE. That means those are the contracts that were already open, and you can see that, hey, the price react to that major call. That is a major resistance level, you know. So if we got a major resistance level and we got a long gamma environment, it's really probable that the price is going to respect that zone. And look, the price respected that zone. If you trade London and you had this, you could take a short position based on this, and, you know, make your 1 to 2 scalp. Let's go. You make your money and you go to the bed. Now what I'm seeing, and it's really interesting, is that the max pain and zero gamma are here, okay? And this zone is really close to the 50% of that fractal. That would make perfect sense to the analysis that I was giving you based on the market cycle. You see? This is 15-minute chart right now. This is the 15-minute chart. So this is going to be interesting. Another thing is, remember, if we have the long gamma environment, when the market makers are on a long gamma environment, you can see the zones being more respected. You can expect more reaction on support and resistance levels. And you know that the Nasdaq is a asset that is really found to those support and resistance levels. So yeah, in this kind of environment right now, we can expect the price respect those levels, and that is what I'm going to be taking care of. So one of the possibilities that we are going to see today, it might be a failure to displace those London highs. I'm going to mark those highs. I think I already marked them, but yeah, I'm gonna mark it again. I'm going to put my line over here. I would like to see a failure to displace. They take liquidity, they took out early sellers, and then we can see a move towards these lows. That will be the low that created that failure. if the price displays those lows, we can expect further move towards these levels, the 0 gamma level and the max main. You have to understand the 0 gamma level is the high volume level. That means that is the level with the most volume in the area. So this is going to be a really interesting zone for the price to react. From there, if the market is still in that long gamma behavior, we can see a rebound there all the way up again to this zone. And we might have an accumulation in that zone till tomorrow when we got the CPI news, and then we can see more expansive move. So that can be a scenario where we can have a trade on that failure to displace. We are also going to use the book map as a confirmation of the volume. And once the price is on our zone, we are going to use the book map to confirm the volume. I'm going to show you the book map right now, and we are going to take a look to the book and see if we have any important liquidity zone right now. This is interesting. We had a big liquidity zone here, and both of them were taken out. And right now, I don't see any important liquidity at all in the book. Like, there's nothing. The book is empty right now. Let's see if I can see something more. Like, yeah, on the 20, those are like big ranges. On the 25, 60, 160, 25, 160. Oh, those are the highs. Those are the London highs. Correlation. Now we have a correlation. Yes, those are the London highs. We got liquidity there. It's not a surprise. We know those are time-based liquidity. But can you see this? The powerful of this tool too? Now you're not just speculating that there's liquidity on London highs. Sometimes we as ICT traders or smart money concept traders, we wait for liquidity swaps of over a high, over a low, and then it doesn't work. It's because there was no liquidity there. But now you can see that, hey, we actually have liquidity in that zone. Also, we have liquidity in the 24,750. 24,750 is 750. Bro. This is so crazy. Look this. I'm just going to take you to the chart again. I love this. We got liquidity in the 25, 160, 150. That is the London highs. And we got in the 24, 750. 750 is this area. Actually, as I told you, really close to the max main and 0 gamma level. That is not a coincidence. That is not a coincidence. That is market mechanics. You see? That is market mechanics. That is how you know how the market is going to behave. So this is not a coincidence. And this is so good that happens live. Sometimes it's really hard to explain this to people that have never seen this. But this was the perfect example. You are seeing the levels on my charts, and then you can see that actually in the order book you have those levels with liquidity, with passive liquidity. Can you see the numbers? If you don't see the pointer, you can see the numbers. The 24,750 below, and you can see in the upside that line, that orange line, those are the passive accumulations. I don't know why you can see my pointer on the book map, but I think you can see those liquidity zones below those lines, those straight lines, orange to red lines. If the color is more red, more vivid, that means that is more liquidity. You can see in the price, this is the current order book, that in over the 25 150 we got 103 contracts, and In the 750, I think we have more than that, even more than that. Yes, I think it's like 115 contracts, and those are like the same zones that I already mark you on my chart. You see, this is really cool. Like, bro, this is a really powerful tool. Some people ask me how do I use the book map, and this is how. I like to look for correlations on the zones. Okay, give me 1 second. I love you, brother. Let's see. Let's see now. No, I don't think it's showing. Can you check that again? We are trying to fix the cursor on the bookmark. Anyways, for the next stream, I will have this fixed so you can see the cursor on the bookmap, because it's going to be better so you can understand, what I'm pointing on the bookmap. Also, one of the important things that I like to see on the bookmap is the volume of my aggressors. Those are the market orders that are entering in the market. I like to see. Oh, it's the market open. Yeah. Let's see the market open. Let's go to the chart. I saw that huge spike of volume. Like, what? What happened here? Okay, as we expected, we have some move to the upper side. Yeah, we are going to have that fixed for the next stream for tomorrow. I promise we are going to have that fixed. Yeah, we are still seeing volume getting in, aggressors volume toward the upper side. We are still a bit far from the liquidity zone, but you can see that the price is having that spikes of volume. We got the liquidity zone over there. Let's see what happens. Okay. I like to give the market like some minutes so we can gather some data. I don't like to jump in the market like right away at the open. I don't seem that like to be wise. I'm a professional trader, so I like to use the data, all the data that I can gather to make decisions. And yeah, so I gave the price, the space to develop. And yeah, right now we are having a good dominance from the buyers, a strong dominance from the buyer, but it's still with low volume. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. How do we get that indicator? So okay, right now this indicator is private. Is still in develop. Is an indicator that one friend of mine developed. He's a genius, and we are still like developing. But as soon as everything is ready, everything is tested, I think it will be public. But right now it's private. Okay, brother. Let's see. Okay, okay. For Messi, wait, 25, wait, the high percent. Exactly. That is what I want to see. I want to see if the price takes those highs and then see a failure to this place. That will be awesome. So that would be cool. Ragnarok, AB, thanks for the interesting info. Do you know where you can backtest an order flow strat? Okay, this is with Bookmap you can record all day's data. This is what I do. I every day, every single day, I record all the order flow data, and every single weekend, I'm 1 to 2 hours backtesting all the data from the week. You have the replay mode, and I can replay all the data from the week. That is how I backtest the order flow on Bookmap. A little bit of caffeine. Yes, I need caffeine, bro. So we are seeing some move below the point of control, but yeah, I will not take positions fast. Want to see how the market is behaving there, if it's going to respect that point of control. This is really important to see if the price is actually going to respect that zone. It's still early, and the only problem is today we don't have any news, so we are going to have what we are going to have today. Yes, Tendera. I don't know if that is how I say your name, Tendera. The volume is a bit thin. Like I don't like the volume, how it's behaving at all. I'm not gonna lie. And hey, it's a long gamma behavior right now. So this is really expected when you have this scenario, this dealer long gamma scenarios. I don't like them at all. I prefer, some people likes them. I prefer the short gamma environment where we have negative gamma. Is more expansive, it's more aggressive. We got more move. But it's, bro, yesterday we have a huge move, so the price it might chill out a bit. Hey, hello Bella. Nice to be here. So as I was saying, I would not be surprised, if the price today is more chill than yesterday, because of what I was saying. Yeah, yesterday, we had a huge move. We got a huge rejection of a VIX key song. Tomorrow we have the CPI. Yeah, no, for sure. Tomorrow we're going to have a short gamma, a negative gamma environment. But right now we are in a positive gamma environment. You can see here. Oh, I'm so sorry. You can see here that we are in a positive gamma environment. And yeah, that happens when we are in a positive gamma. The price is going to be more controlled, and you can see the price is being controlled. For a New York Open, this is not the volume that you were expecting, like for real. We are still in a call dominance. The calls are dominating the market right now, but it's still early. We might want to wait for the 10 a.m. candle and then make decisions. Let's see. I want to answer questions. Feel free to ask questions, so I can do something until we wait. Okay, we are not doing anything unless the price hit one of our zones. If the price doesn't hit any of our zones, I'm not going to do anything. That is just my rules of my strategy. So yeah. Oye, aquí falta alguien. there's something. There's someone missing here. Where's my brother? I can't see it. I don't remember Dante. Where's Dante? Is Dante here in the chat? I'm waiting for Dante. Let me see. Let me see if I have the. Do I have the correct data? Let me check. Because right now I have the one DTE. Oh, okay, now I see what you were. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. We might be having an opportunity to trade here. Thank you guys for making that to pointing that out. I have the ground data. Yeah, I have $2,000 for today. The volume is really low, and the only thing that I don't like is that the point of controls it just got below the price, so it can act as a support. Let me see the 0 DTE level. Yeah, the price is range bounding between these two levels. He's respecting that whole wall too, so you have to be careful because on the book map, the point of control just got below the price. Oh my god, that was it. But it didn't get to my entry point, man. It didn't get to my entry point. Just say half time. Yeah, the price is going. It was a nice idea. It was a good idea actually. It rejected a major put wall. The only thing is, the price didn't went to my entry point. That will be my perfect entry point. Yeah, it is what it is. I could not take this straight, but it was a good idea. It was a good trade idea for real. It was an easy 1 to 2, 1 to 3 trade. Ah, it was so close. It was so close to my entry, but like it's respecting. Remember that I told you that when we got positive gamma, the price tends to respect those zones. Like you can now you can see it here. Let's see if the price do a break and retest, but I don't see any particular zone. Like I don't see any FVG created breaking a low. I don't like it because that liquidity is going to be taken. Like that is what I really think that the price is going to hit target, is going to hit TP because we got this liquidity here. Is really probable that if the price take this liquidity, it's going to hit the TP on my original trade idea. It was really close to it, though. But the price is reacting with volume on that DTE level. This is interesting. Whoa. Woo. This is the long gamma environment. Range bounding. Let's go. Inductions. This is the reason why I love this tool. Every time that you are like entering in a position, you want to put your targets over those levels, because especially if you have a positive gamma environment, you don't want to put your take profit, let's say, over those major walls, because if the price respect those walls, you are going to get fried, like for real. Look those candles in 5 minutes. It doesn't make any sense at all. I want this level. The price is dancing in the point of control, but it respected. If you can see, it respect SI support, but it's dancing in that area. This is the session volume profile point of control. You can see there's the session volume profile highs, the lows, and we got the volume, the point of control. Those are where the biggest amount of volume were traded. This is the 70% of the whole volume. And now we're seeing some move. We are going to that put wall. Let's see what happens. Yeah. All the impatient traders are going to be smashed these days. You know what is crazy? On Sunday I post a reel on my Instagram, saying what I was expecting this week with all the news, and this kid yesterday, right, man, I wish I have saw this earlier. I just lost everything. I was bro. I told you, like these kind of weeks are really hard if you don't know how to understand, the market mechanics behind it. It can get the best of you. Okay, this might be a entry. This might be an entry here. Let's see. I'm seeing some volume getting constructed here. Mhm. It break the point of control. It was respecting it. I had really nice volume to the downside here. Mhm. Let's see its respect. I I'm in a short position right now. I'm I'm at loss, but the price is respecting the point of control, so it might work out. Let's see. We need more volume right now. We need the we need that selling volume right now. Vamos, papito, pórtate bien. Pórtate bien que estamos live. Behave. What is that? Like from nowhere. It breaks the point of control. My protection just got screwed. Yeah, this is not going to work out. This is a crazy volume behavior. You see, like huge spikes, huge spikes. I need the price below that point of control now. Quiero gamma. I'm going to cut this loss. I lost $600 on this one. I'm just going to cut it here. I don't this. I took it, Geraldo, because it was respecting that major put wall. I'm gonna cut it. I don't care if it works. I don't like it anymore. It's not respecting the point of control, so I'm just going to cut that loss. I cut it at $400, so I still have $1,500 today to play. Yes, the price it gave me good signals. The reason behind that trade, Geraldo, it was respecting the major put wall. We have a positive gamma, so we know that the price it might respect that level. Also, when the price breaks below these levels, it was breaking below the point of control. It went all the way to the fair value gap in the 30. No, it wasn't. That was the mistake. It wasn't a fair value gap at all. I think that was my mistake. It was a really, really short fair value gap. So I tried to enter there and have an expansion towards those area belows. No, I really don't like it when the price is not behaving. Is using the point of control. It's doing this like it's breaking down, breaking up. I don't like it. The volume is not in my favor, so I prefer to cut losses and then have a better opportunity maybe later. It's okay. I use seconds. I use seconds to trade. Zero gamma. My first trade idea was to buy here on the zero gamma. Yeah, that is my, like, this is, I think, it's the best idea right now. Lo que I don't like, what I don't like is what I want to do. It was taking a sell position from there to the zero gamma, but then the price start just dancing some salsa in the point of control. He's doing a merengazo. This is how we call that kind of behavior on Puerto Rico. He's doing a merengazo en el punto de control. He's dancing some merengue side to side. You can even see that, that 50-minute chart is it doesn't have like any directionality at all. It wasn't a bad trade idea. I think it was a good trade idea, but yeah, the confirmation wasn't there. So yeah, and look, it's working now, but I prefer to cut losses. I look, I learned this from almost every pro trader that I have met, and I'm talking like real professional traders, not influencers, like from Linda Bradford, Larry Williams. Those are like my idols. You have to learn to cut losses early, and let winners run. And I think one of the most difficult things to do in trading is to learn how to let it go. You know, there's sometimes that it's going to be good, and there's sometimes that, hey, it will not be that good. So if you learn how to cut losses, you're going to be fine, and actually your profit factor is going to be higher. Why? Because if you have a losing position, let's say, and you learn how to cut losses, at the end your losses are going to be smaller than your wins by more, say this, like more expansion than if you let it go to the stop loss. So your profit factor is going to be higher than if you let those losing trades hit the stop loss and your winning trades hit the take profits. If you cut losses on trades that are clearly not on your path, yes, there is going to be times like this that, hey, the trades work out. It went all the way down. So right now I will be in profit, but the majority of times the price is going to hit stop loss. And if I learn how to, I say it's like saving money. It's like saving money for the next trade. Your profit factor at the end is going to be more higher, and that is going to be good. You're going to be more profitable in the long term. Actually, daily se va horrible. Let me see daily. Daily un merengazo terrible. Daily is looking thin. Yeah, you're right. But it looks like it's going to, as I told you, it's going to recalibrate toward that area. What's my trade idea? It was a 1-2, so I was almost at take profit. This thing happens. It's so true. Get through the face with the learning and become a super. What exactly happened? That is a really good question. Like, first of all, I have to learn that everything that I have learned, it was marked by expectations that were not real. I think that was the point where everything changed. As soon as I really get into this, at the point that I was obsessed with this, and I start like really doing my work, not just trying to be profitable, not just trying that strategy, not just following that influencer. When I really start like putting time to develop me as a trader, I developed a vision of myself being a professional. And in that moment, I understand that a lot of expectation that I had about trading wasn't real. What they were expectation marked by what I was seeing on social media. And when I learned that those were no realistic expectation, I was able to focus on what really matters. And it was on develop the knowledge of the market mechanics and the market cycles, and learn from real professionals in the market. And that was the point that everything changed. Everything changed. You have to understand this. Everything starts in your mind. So if you want to be a professional trader, the first thing is you have to visualize how will be that, how your life is going to be if you are a professional trader. How would you behave if you are a professional trader? What decisions do you make as a professional trader? As soon as you can have that image created in your mind, you can start working towards that image. So let's say it this way. Every decision that you are going to make have to be aligned with that image that you just created in your mind. I'm always say this history because it's my process, and I know everybody knows it. When I was in prison, I was doing 10 years in prison. The first thing that changed everything was the moment that I say to myself, you were not born for this. You were born for greatness. And at that moment, that feels crazy because I was in a really bad position. I was in prison. I was addicted to drugs. I was in a really bad position. And say to myself that I was born for greatness, it doesn't make any sense at that moment. But that was the moment that I changed the image about myself. As soon as I change that image about myself on my mind, I start doing things aligned with that image that I just created in my mind. And that is when everything changed. Even the people start treating me different. In prison, the people they change from calling me El Menor Bayamon, the minor from Bayamon, and they start calling me by my name, like, hey Abraham, can you give me a advice at this thing? Oh, I have a problem with this guy. Can you advise me what I have to do? And even the police officers on the prison, they start treating me different. They start like treating me by my name, and they didn't call me like, hey preso, hey prisoner. They start calling me by my, hey Abraham, can you come here? Just because I start doing different things. Like I start reading, I start studying, I start working, I start doing exercises. I start seeing myself as a person of success. And that image was reflecting on others. In trading, it's not different. If you are still trading, if you're trading and you still don't have that image about yourself being a profitable professional trader, and you don't know how that will be, you have a problem. You need to create that image first. Everything that you have was created first in the mind. So you have to do that first. And then from that point, you can start making all your daily decisions, small decisions, have to be aligned with that image. And that is when everything, hey, try it. Don't believe me. Try it. If you do that, that will change everything in your life, like for real. Man, the first trade idea will work. Ah. Uh, let me see the questions. That was a really good question, Mr. Eni. Do you hold your position? No, man, I closed it. I closed it at loss. And now it's working, but it's okay. It happens. Sometimes it happens. But this is the thing. Today it worked. But in a statistically point, every time that the price closed above the 50% of my stop loss, the majority of time it hit stop loss. Today it wasn't the case. Today it worked out, and now I'm mad. But in a true statistically point of view, the majority of time it hit stop loss. So for me, it was the right decision to close that position and save some money to the next trade. I still have $1,500 to trade, so I'm just waiting for a good position, a good something that happen. let me check the 1 BTE level. The price is really slow today. The volume is really low. Volume is really low. I might have to stick to the 0 DTE levels. One second here. You might be seeing something here. Okay, I want the price to go to this level right here, and if the price confirms in the book map with selling volume, I will take that position towards the 0 gamma level. The price, it went to the zone. Do you see an SMT by bullish SMT? Bro? So I grew up in Bayamon. If there's people from Puerto Rico here, they know Bayamon is a a really tough town in Puerto Rico. So I grew up, seeing those gangsters in Puerto Rico as heroes, and even today, it's really sadly, but Puerto Rico have this culture where they idolatrize those people, so like gangsters and things like that. I grew up seeing that. Even in my family, I have family that they are in the business too. So yes, I took the bad decisions, to follow that path, selling drugs, selling guns, and in a moment, the FBI did a huge operation in Puerto Rico, and they took everyone, like every single one of us, and I was in that indictment, and I got sentenced to 15 years in prison. It was originally 25 years in prison. The mostly because of guns, illegal guns possessions, firearms, and by that time they changed the firearms law in Puerto Rico, and it was a really strong law in Puerto Rico, and they used me as an example. I think I was the first or the second people being charged with the new legal the new legal code in Puerto Rico about firearms, and yeah, they really they used me as an example, and yeah, it was because of that. I'm not proud of it, but I paid it with my life. Um, in prison, I started studying. I learned from laws. I was able to make a decision, a motion. I'm sorry, and they cut me 10 years from my sentence because was bad is what it wasn't redacted in the correct way. So from 25, I went all the way to 15 years, and of those 15 years, studying and working, I start like lowering my time. I ended up doing 10 years in prison and 3 years outside in probation. And yes, I finally I did everything. I paid everything, and yes, now I'm trying to use my story, as inspiration and learning from the young lads in my hometown, in my country. There's different things that you can do. There's always a way out. um there's nothing, like I can never change. This is how I was born. This is the only thing that I know how to do. No, there's always an option. I don't have studies. I'm not a university professor. I'm not a genius. I just have the hunger to change my life and be a better dad. I have two kids. I have one teenager, and I have one baby, and I just want to be a better dad, a better person. And yes, I use my story to inspire people and tell the people, there's always an option. You can overcome everything. There's no limit. There's no limits. If you want to do something in life and you are willing to put in the work, you will have results. You have to believe in yourself and do what you gotta do. And that is important. You might want something, but if you don't put your work, you will not have anything. Thank you, brother. Thank you for real. Thank you. I love you guys, like, for real. Every time that I come here and I have the opportunity of share my story, and I see your comments, every tear that I shed on that prison, it was worth it. Like, for real, it was worth it. When I see those kind of comments, it was worth everything. Was worth it. It doesn't matter how hard it was. If I can inspire some of you and you can do better in life, it doesn't matter how much I suffer. It was worth it, for real. And will be more worth it if Nasdaq have the decency of gave us an opportunity and make some money today. It's so slow. So, Mr. Anit, I like to study the life of the what they call the market wizards. I can say, like, I don't know if you know Larry Williams, Linda Bradford Rashke. Actually, Linda shares a lot of insight on her ex account, Linda Bradford Rashke. She's awesome. Like, she's awesome. Larry Williams, Mike Bellafiore, um, Mike Minervini. Those are true professionals. Like they have 30, 40 years of experience on the markets. You have to be, like, really wise. If you see a Instagram profile and you see that people doesn't share anything about trading at all, and they just show cars and luxury and lifestyle, you can be a kind of septic, because, bro, if you are trading, share something about trading. But if you see that, hey, he's dropping some sauce, he's dropping some knowledge, and you can see the cor the the cor ¿cómo se dice eso? Coherencia, coherence is it between what they are living and what they are saying. You can no, this guy is good. This guy is good. But if you see a guy that is only like showing lifestyle material, I don't like that thing. I'm old, I'm not in. I'm almost 40 years old, so I'm not that into materialistic things. I do this because of my kids. I want to be, a better father, a present father. Um, I appreciate more the time than the money. So yeah, you have to develop that filter the content. If there's a content that is adding you value, stay there. But if it's not adding you any value at all, bro. Actually, almost, and I'm not against people that have cool things, cool cars, a Lamborghini, a Porsche. I'm not against that, but the reality of this is that sometimes that, far from inspire people, it creates false expectative of trading. And if people don't have the nice car, if they don't have, they feel that they are not successful. And sometimes they have everything. They just need to scale, but they are successful. And because of those unrealistic expectations that, hey, the majority of them, they don't make that money, from trading itself. It's from course selling and those kind of things. And you create that expectation in your mind, and then if you don't have those material things, you feel that, hey, I'm not successful, and that is really wrong. Like, so the point of control went all the way up. The price is still below the point of control right now. The price is really, really slow. It's not giving us anything right now. I'm waiting to see if the price react on the zero gamma. But the volume is so low that I don't know if it's worth it to take a position right now. I'm not gonna lie, I told you when we start. Today is Tuesday. We don't have any news. Tomorrow we have CPI. We might see that liquidity engineering environment. That is what we are seeing. I really don't think, evaluating everything right now, I don't see, worth it to take the risk, to put more money in the markets, knowing that it's behaving the way it is behaving. If you have any questions, feel free to ask until we wait for the price to do something. Yeah, we're going to have a giveaway. We are having Apex Traders funding account. We are having Alpha Capital account, and we are having 12 months of Trade Seller. So it's going to be a good giveaway. Give us some minutes. Let's see if something happens, because the last time that we do the streams, as soon as I ended the stream, I had good positions. I get good trades. So let's wait a little bit this time. Bro, thank you, Pablo. Pablo, thank you so much, for real. Okay, so if you have two straight losing days, Rafael, you have, okay. First of all, why you lost yesterday? It was by a statistically loss, because you have to understand all strategy have statistic losses. You have a strategy that have a 60% win rate, you're going to lose the 40% of the time. Or it was a loss based on a bad decision on your side. You have to answer that question, because if it was a statistic loss, it doesn't happen. It's not bad. It's just the numbers. If today is the same, okay, it's just a number. But if the losses are because you are getting in the market, let's say with how to say that, impulsive, if you're making impulsive decisions, that might be a problem. And if that is the case, just step away. This week, and as I told on my Instagram, this week is a really hard week for every trader, even professionals trader. Because we got catalyst, we got a lot of things happening, and it's not going to be easy to manage. So you have to answer that question first. It was statistic losses or was behavioral losses, and then make decision from there. I get my scout 1, 2, 3. That's awesome. Congratulations. Don't end the stream. I just lagged my trade away to stop. Let's see. Man, so bad, bro. Sorry, bro. I just had one small loss, like cut losses. Apart from that, I didn't have any edge at all. So sometimes one of the most important things that you have to learn about trading is sometimes the best trade is to not trade at all. And in this kind of market behavior, and this is good. It's so good that you lost. Now go do your journal, and you have to write this in your journal. Tuesdays without news, and that I have CPI the very next days are days that the price are going to behave sketchy. Okay, so now the next time that you see something like this, you will be more aware. Okay? That is why it's important to do journal. Okay. Can NQ trade with Alpha Capital? Yeah, Alpha Future has NQ. Yeah, Alpha Capital is a whole environment. It's a whole ecosystem. They have Alpha Capital Group. It's the CFD. You can trade the NAS 100 on there. That is the CFD equivalent of the NQ. You have Alpha Futures. That is the futures, a branch of Alpha Capital Group. And hey, I think they are going to soon they are going to launch the Alpha Trader, their own platform. That's going to be good, like really good. I'm waiting on that. Great community. Yes, for both. I took a short. It was edge. That's awesome. That was good. I took a short position. I closed it on a loss. It violates one of my rules. It closes with this candle way below my 50% of the stop loss. Is a rule that I have. If the price goes with volume, I just close that position. Let's see. Are you fully order flow trader or using conventions? Yes, I'm not a full order flow trader. I use price action and order flow and option flows for correlations. A bad discussion because it was super. Oh man, it was super. This might be a psychological trap, and every time that the people are getting close to pass an evaluation or are close to make a payout, they tend to do mistakes like that. They start to trade more aggressive just because they want to pass. And you have to remember, the results in trading are not something that you can push. They are a byproduct. They are a consequence. You have to be the cause. But if you are not behaving the way, if you are not causing, if you are not the cause of your results, you are behaving against what you need to be to have those results, it's not going to work. Even if you pass that account being aggressive, you're going to blow that account in the fund stage without doing a payout, and that is sad. Yeah, that is sad. Now remember that. Be the cause. Everything has to be a consequence. Results are a consequence. Profits are a consequence of a good strategy, a good risk management, a good execution. AB is the best. Oh man. Bro, yeah. Thank you. Now I got blush. Thank you, brother. For real, thank you. No, man, no, swear. Hopefully, I met you soon, bro. Thank you, yeah. Really made your put wall. Watch it in cute. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Like, take your time. You don't need to rush it. As I told you, everything is a consequence. You don't need to rush it. Just develop your confidence on your strategy, on what you are doing, on your numbers, on your KPIs. Go back to your number. Go back to your journal. That is why I always have my journal with me here. It remembers me that I know what I'm doing. That I have the statistic to to be confident on my decisions. That's what I have for losing this. I think it shit and move away. Should make that upload. Exactly, bro. And that is the mind. You have you if you let losses traded, get the best of yourself, you will not be able to gather, what is necessary to continue up. There's a say in Spanish. I don't know if I can say in English. I will try. You say, don't let your cuts bleed on the knife that didn't cut you. No dejes que tu sangre caiga sobre cuchillos que nunca te cortaron. And that means, don't let those bad traits get the best of you. Just learn from them and keep going. What about discretion? What do you mean about the discretion? I don't understand that word. If you can restructure the question, I will be thankful. Yo, hit that like. If you don't hit that like button, I don't know, bro. I'm not gonna say anything more. Please hit that like button and subscribe. And also, if you're not in the Discord, you're missing like real big time. I'm always dropping some, knowledge on my channel in the Discord. So join the Discord. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, please. It will help me a lot if you do that. As you can see, the price went all the way back here. Bro, what is this? Look the difference from yesterday. Look the difference from yesterday to today. What the hell happened today? Yeah, this is liquidity engineering. The price is generating liquidity on the downside. It's generating liquidity on the upside. It's crazy. Hey Anthony, can you send the link to the Discord? Yeah, join the Discord. Right there, Mars. So I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm not seeing anything. The volume is really low. I don't want to get caught in this and be the whole day, holding a trade. It's not my style. Um, we can review the day. We can let's see. The market open here. We hit that major put wall there. We reject. We then again hit that zone. Um, I try to get in this position here. Hey, I closed it at a loss here, but I'm thinking that the price was going to hit my stop loss. My stop loss was above these highs. Yeah, it went all the way in my favor, but it is what it is. But the price is stay. It is not moving at all. It stay on this zone. It's just respecting those minor strike levels. Uh, in the higher time frame, you can see that it's not like giving us a nice direction right now. So yeah, I think the best decision is just to sit on your hands and wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to have a nice day with the CPI. So yes, bro. Yes. Let's call it a day. Let's see the book map real fast so you can learn from this. I'm going to put it in the last 2 hours so you can see what has been developed. You can see the price in the market open. The price break all the way down. It breaks below the point of control. This is where the time that we have the confirmation to get in the sell position, but then the price start accumulating, breaking above and below the point of control. That's when we close the position and went all the way to this area of liquidity. Now we are seeing that the price is rejecting, even though that we have a big zone of liquidity here. This kind of behavior, I don't like them. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I have a really small loss of $400. I had $2,000 for today, so it's good for me. That is an awesome risk management. So I can call this a win day, like for real. I respect my rules. I saved myself some dollars on my stop loss. It was a win. It was a win. So let's do the giveaway. Let's go for the giveaway. How many of you want to win one account or maybe the 12-month, one whole year of Trade Seller? Let's see. You want to participate on the giveaway? Let's go. So if you want to participate in this, what is going to be the word? My brother, the one and only Anthony. What is going to be the keyword today? I know. So, okay. First of all, I need you to hear the directions. Please, only one time. If you put your name twice, you are going to get disqualified. Okay? Please, only participate one time, one entry. If you put it twice, you will automatically be disqualified by the bot. So be wise. Don't do it twice. Okay? Repeat myself. 6, 7. Only one time. The word is going to be exclamation legend. Exclamation legend. So let's go. Exclamation legend. Let's go. Oh, there were a lot of people here. Bro, how many people participating in the giveaway, but I don't have that many people hitting the like button. Hit the like button. If you want to win, you need to hit the like button. Hit right now. It's just 1 second. Hit that like. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Like. Just 1 second on the mouse. Look. Like. If you want to participate, just hit that like button. It's going to take you just 1 second of your day. You already did? Have you already hit that like button? I'm going to see this. Okay? So, okay. Remember, it's exclamation legend. I love nature. Smash that like button. Ahora, exclamation legend. Let's go. And 1, 2, and 3. It's close. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. It's just 1 second. Thank you. All entries are in, and let's get those names in the wheel. Today's going to be a random. How to say that? It's going to be a random picker. Okay. The last time was doing questions, but this time it's going to be a random picker. I'm waiting for the names. Redoble, maestro. Oye, for my Latino community, my Puerto Rican community, you remember Don Pacheco? My Puerto Rican community here. Do you remember Don Pacheco? I feel like Don Pacheco right now. So let's go. The first giveaway that we are going to do is the Apex Traders Funding Account. So who is going to be the winner? Mr. Cash. Bro, Mr. Cash, bro. Yeah, for those that doesn't know, Mr. Cash was a Puerto Rican person. He had this game show in Puerto Rico. And he was like giving away money and things like that. Mr. Cash. He was from Bayamon, bro. So let's go. The winner of the Apex Traders Funding Account is going to be... Let's go. Akashi Yahir. Felicidades, hermano, directamente desde Guapa, Puerto Rico. Alex Akasha Yahir, you are the winner of the Apex Traders Funding. Oh, right there. I saw you. Congratulations, you just won the Apex Traders Funding Account. So join the Discord and follow the instruction, open a ticket, and claim your prize in the next 24 hours. Okay, so let's remove Akasha. I'm sorry. And the winner of the Alpha Capital account. Hey, Alpha, those are my people. I love them. Let's go. Alpha is going to be the winner. And the winner is... Oh, bam, por poquito. Mahahan Tushar. Mahahan Tushar. Right there, my brother. Right there. Mahan. Bro, that is a really hard name. Okay, step by step. Mahahan Tushar. Congratulations, Maha. So the same. Join the Discord, open the ticket, and claim your prize. And for the last giveaway, 1 whole year, 12 months of trade selling. This is awesome. If you do it, if you calculate how much it costs by month, this is a huge price, like a huge price. 1 whole year of trade setup, The winner is going to be Raincourt. Ray MC Court. I think Ray, you are the winner of the trade seller. Sorry, I guess. Is Ray over here? Is Ray over here? Yes. Ray, you just won 1 whole year of trade seller. That is so awesome. Congratulations, brother. Remember, join the Discord, open a ticket, and claim your prize. Bro, this is awesome. It was a nice giveaway. So family, as I was telling you, I'm just going to call it for the day. Sometimes the best trade is not do any trade at all. Just wait, see how the markets behave. Tomorrow is going to be another day, another opportunity. Thank you for everybody that is always supporting me. I love you guys. And hopefully we are seeing tomorrow, okay? Stay tuned. We are having another stream today. And we always have giveaways. So stay tuned to Sharp Fanatics Live. And always thank you for your support. See you the next time. Let's go.